Well, Peter, do you have another announcement this morning? Will you be running for the United States Senate against Chris Dodd?
Well, you know, about a year ago, I think, there was a grassroots effort to try to draft me to run for the U.S. Senate. It wasn't something that was on my mind, but there were a number of people who contributed to that effort. I received emails and telephone calls over the years. Ultimately, it prompted me to set up a exploratory committee. I launched a website, SchiffForSenate.com, several months ago, and better than 10,000 people have contributed more than $1 million to convince me to run for the U.S. Senate. And what I think that shows me is that there's a growing number of Americans out there who are fed up with what's going on, who understand that Washington does not represent the solution to our problems, but the source of our problems. And unfortunately, the economic collapse that I predicted is going to get a lot worse precisely because of the things the government has done over the last year to try to solve the problem that they created.
So, that's good. That must mean you're running.
Is that a yes?
that was a yes.
Well, what I decided is I can't sit idly by and just watch a train wreck in slow motion. I think it's important for me to stand up for the American taxpayer, for our country, and try to put a stop to this. And so I have decided to become a candidate for the U.S. Senate in my home state of Connecticut.
There we go.
Okay, and you're going to be running against Chris Dodd. Obviously, Chris Dodd has been very involved in the financial community for some time. What's going to be your key issue against Senator Dodd?
Well, first of all, I hope to eventually be running against Chris Dodd. Initially, I'm running against, I think, 4 or 5 other Republicans who are in the race right now who also want to run against Chris Dodd. But the main reason that I think we need to get rid of Chris Dodd is he represents all that's wrong with Congress. I mean, he is potentially the poster boy for the economic crisis, and not only the crisis of the past, but the most bigger crisis that we're going to go through over the next few years if someone doesn't go to Washington and put a stop to these destructive policies.